Welcome back, guys, to the Crazy Sasquatch Show. Yeah, this was your old Ram symbol, guys. Your old Rams. You like that better? You like your new Ram symbol, guys? A little bit of redesigning for your Rams. I kind of like the old symbol a little bit better than the new fancy one, but hey, just a symbol, right? So you gotta go and win games. So, we're covering our 14th team here in the NFC. We're in the NFC West. We had two more teams to cover the next couple days, and the 49ers and the Seahawks. And then we'll wrap up the NFC West. We'll take a little bit of a break and come back with the AFC and run through those teams. So, if you've joined us the last 13, 14 episodes, thank you. If you're just tuning in for the first time, see some of these teams we do one team an episode. Go back and look at them. As you can see, some of them are already, we go by week, some of them are already on the board because we've already covered those teams. And so, go back and look at the previous episodes, why these outcomes have already been, what they predicted how we predicted them. So, you can go back and look at previous episodes. Again, this is the Crazy Sasquatch Show. Sasquatch shows up every once in a while. So, saying that, we're going to get to the Rams, guys. Tough division. We did the Cardinals last night, so last episode, if you look back on our page, you watch the first team out of this conference is the Cardinals. We're going to cover the Rams. You got the same head coach in McVay. You got a new symbol, new design for your team. Last year's results weren't too bad, 9-7, but you guys, got a tough division here. 49ers and Seahawks are going to be tough again. Cardinals added some key players. You can look at yesterday's episode, see who they added and why we think their wins losses are going to be the way it is. Tough division. So, still talking about the Rams. Lost some key players. Your running back from the last few years, your workhorse Gurley is gone to the Falcons. So you lost Gurley. I mean, some other players you lost, Clay Matthews here and there. You did lose some big guys. Brandon Cooks off to Houston. Eric Weddle, which is one of the mainstays of you guys' defense last year or so. Weddle's gone. Retired, I should say. Dante Fowler's gone. Corey Littleton. And your kicker, Zerline. So, you lost some decent players here. You picked some up in the offseason. Defensive tackle Michael Booker's. Got Leonard Floyd from the Bears. He never really panned out what the Bears thought he could be. Let him go. We'll see if you guys can get what they saw out of him. Maybe he can be a good player for you guys. Sean Robinson through free agency. And another offensive line in Austin Blythe. So you picked up some decent guys on offense and defense. You lost some guys. You got some rookies you picked up through the draft that are probably going to be starters right away. You got Brown and Henderson at running back, but you got this Akers kid coming in. Probably not right away, but he could be your starting running back by midseason. A tough runner. You got your same quarterback in Jared Goff. Higbee tight end, reliable guy, not a top. I would give him a top 10, but he's right there in the top 15 tight ends. Wide receivers, Cooper Kupp's hopefully back from injury and playing well. You got Woods, Reynolds, and you picked up this rookie, Van Jefferson, I believe his name is. So, wide receiver core, you lost Cooks, but you got three of your mainstays, the rookie coming up, running backs. You lost Gurley, but you got two guys that have been there before, plus a rookie coming up. Jared Goff, you picked up some defensive guys. So it pans out. You lost some players, but you've almost replaced them in kind. So, on defense, you still got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey backing up, your two key star members of this defense. Plug and play with these other defensive guys around them. Could be interesting to see what that team can do this year with a little change of pace, a little change of running back, and But I think we're gonna have a decent year. Like I said, you already see some of the wins and losses on the board back here. We'll cover the rest of them, go through the whole 16-game season here, and see where we get. Like I said, this is our opinion. We're just having fun doing this. We really don't rehearse it. We just come out here, one take and done. So. There's bloopers, there's whatever, There's words you can't remember, we want to say. Players, it's like, you got your brain farts once in a while. So, at any rate, welcome to the Crazy Sasquatch Show, and we're going to start doing our picks for the Rams. So, if you watch previous episodes, we've already covered the Cowboys. We're giving you guys a win at the Cowboys. You can go back and look at that episode. Why we think you're going to win this one. At the beginning of the season, you may have a little bit of a controversy quarterbacks going into Dallas of not getting your quarterback signed yet. You might have contract issues, so Rams going in kind of knowing your players. Eagles, Brett and I are split decision on this one. I say win. He says he's going to lose to them. Eagles could have a tough team. I like Miles Sanders on that team as probably a top 10 running back for the draft. So I think you got a tough one here. Either way, Buffalo. I think Buffalo's gonna be that dark horse surprise team. New England's been winning their division year after year. Buffalo may be that one team that takes a hold of that division. I really like Singletary for this running game. Allen, he makes some mistakes yet. He's still a young quarterback. I like his running ability. I like his passes. Picked up Stephon Diggs. I think Buffalo's going to be a playoff caliber team. Maybe win their division. I don't know how far in the playoffs they're going to get. I can say the same thing about the Rams. Playoff caliber team. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Running game versus running game. Passing game versus passing game. Couple top 5, top 8 defenses here, guys. Buffalo's going to have a tough defense. As well as the Rams. This is going to be two heavyweight boxers going at it, guys. We go back and forth. At Buffalo Rams. The reason I'm going to give this to Buffalo is because of Allen. Allen can get out of that pocket at Buffalo and run. Aaron Donald will be chasing him down all day long. Goff's not so much of a runner. If they can blitz him in the face and knock him around a little bit, he might make a few mistakes. I really like Singletary. He could be a tough running back. So, sorry, Rams. I think this will be a very close game. If it was at home, I would probably give you the win. Being at Buffalo, this could be a tough team this year.
Rams at most, probably wild card. Buffalo at most, probably first round bye. If they play at the best level they can. Rams going to Buffalo. It is not going to be like a blowout against the Rams, but I still think at Buffalo will have an easy win this game. I just don't see the Rams. They got worse on offense slightly and worse on defense slightly. And compared to probably one of the best teams in the AFC, I don't think they're going to win this one.
Okay, you watched the previous episode. Washington, I just don't think Washington has the caliber of the team to hold up against the Rams. 49ers, division rival here, guys. It's at 49ers. Very tough defense with Bosa and who they have there. Pretty good passing game with Garoppolo. Deebo Samuels, I know, broke his leg by now. It's 6 to 9 weeks from here's middle of June, so by now Deebo, if he's back healthy again, you got your weapon back. If not, this game could be a different game, a different story here, a different story. But I'm predicting Deebo will be back by now. You have your weapons. You got 2 running backs here in San Fran that both are pretty good. Probably not top 10 draft picks, but Mozart I would probably pick up in the top 15. Saying that, I think I would pick up Akers as the Rams running back by now. You're going to see him maybe starting to come, cream of the crop, floating to the top. He may be starting or close to it or getting a lot more reps. So Akers by now, you may have packed him away on your bench at the beginning of the season. By now, you may start playing him a little bit. This will be another tough-fought game. This is going to be a must-win for either one of them. I mean, right now, I got you guys at 4-1. 49ers are going to be probably similar type of shape, depending on who they play. We'll cover them tomorrow, or most likely tomorrow. So, tough game. Being it's at 49ers, I'm giving a slight edge. Just a very slight edge of the 49ers. I think they're going to have a very tough team this year. If Debo's still hurt, I think it's going to turn around and be the other direction.
Rams going to 49ers. It's going to be the same at Buffalo. Wild card at most. First round bye at most. 49ers, I think, are a more complete and better team than the Rams. The Rams don't compare. If their running back does good or as good as Gurley last year, I still think they won't beat the 49ers, even if it was at Rams. I don't see them beating a team that went to the Super Bowl last year.
Hey, you back watch episode 1 was we covered the Bears. Go back and watch our episode 1 why we predicted this one the way we did. Leonard Floyd might win a little revenge match here. Is he up to it? Ex-Bear. We'll see. Miami, holy draft picks Miami. Who's going to be playing, who's going to be not. Miami, I think, is too much in flux right now. Yeah, you got a lot of good players. You got a good rookie quarterback. Will he be playing? Will the veteran be playing? Picked up a lot of players. You got some running backs. You got Howard, Breida. I mean, you picked up a lot of players this year, guys. I think Miami's going to be a learning curve this year. They may be dangerous down the road. This year, Rams, more of a complete team, more of a veteran team.
Rams going to Miami. Miami in probably 2 years is going to be a playoff team. They still have tons of rookies. Maybe half their team may be rookies. It's all a question for Miami, but I still think Rams are going to win. Their defense with Aaron Donald are just going to get like 3+ sacks this game. Miami's just a lot of questions, like who are they going to start, but comparing the rookies, I still think even if they start like one player as a rookie and they pick up tons of free agency, it's a bunch of questions, but I still think Rams are going to win. But most likely, Miami's probably going to start like a fourth of their team rookies.
So halfway through the season here, guys, you got a bye week coming up at the mid-season. I got you guys at 5-3, not looking too bad for the playoffs. Brett's got you more with a 4-4, so 500 team. We got a tough schedule coming up. You're looking at, hey, you got a bye week. Let's look ahead a little bit. Seattle, Tampa Bay with Tom Brady there. Yeah. 49ers again. Cardinals, another division rival. Here comes the Brady-less New England. So, I mean, here's some games in here you got to win. Seattle, I think after the bye week, you guys are going to be healthy. I'm not sure who Seattle's got right before this. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a must-win game, being around the 500 series. This will be a must-win for you guys. I think your defense is going to step up, but now you've come together. I think right now you're going to have, at this point in the season, your defense may be tougher than Seattle's. You have a good rookie running back. I don't know where Carson's going to be at on Seattle. Is he going to be healthy again this year? I think there's a few question marks around this team. I think this bye week's coming at a perfect time. You guys can plan for Seattle a little bit, plan ahead a little bit. And giving you guys a win after the bye week. Seattle coming to your home.
Seattle going to Rams after Rams go off the bye week. Rams got worse on defense, got worse on offense. On offense, they lost, I think, a receiver and their running back. Seattle, their offense is probably going to be another top 5 in the league. Their running backs are quarterbacks. Wide receivers are all very good. Their defense, one of the best. Rams, they have a lot of questions on them. Seattle, I think I'm going to give a slight edge to Seattle. They're a more complete team this year.
All right, at Tampa Bay, you guys predicted beating Tom Brady. Go back and look at a previous episode and look at Tampa Bay's record. But I said Tom Brady here, but I think you guys got the team to kind of outduel him a little bit. I don't think Tampa Bay's got the defense right now to slow down your offense, but it'll be a good game to watch. Here comes another division rival. You lost to him down here. You got him again. This may be for winning your division. It may be for playoff seeding coming up. Might be for the wild card if Seattle 49ers or even Arizona are right there up top. This is going to be a must-win game for either one of these two teams. You got Arizona coming into your house. Yeah, granted, they're not that far away from each other. Guys, you're both out there on the West Coast. Sorry, not the West Coast, St. Louis Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. Sorry, guys. Jesus. Had a brain fart. Brain farts. LA Rams. I remember when you had St. Louis Rams. So, anyway, LA Rams San Francisco 49ers right there, close by. Not really, traveling distance. This isn't much of a concern. 49ers, like I said before, with Bosa, some of their defensive guys, Sherman's showing a little age, but what he's lost a little bit of maybe athleticism. He's gained in experience and intelligence. Garoppolo versus Goff, both similar type. Not running a whole lot, but passing a lot. Wide receivers, you're about equal if Debo's back and if everybody's healthy. Running back wise, you got two here. The 49ers are pretty good. I like Mozart. Rams, you might have three running backs by committee by now. You may have Akers as your number one running back. I don't know. You got Henderson and Brown too. I just don't see them as a top tier running back. Akers could be up there. Henderson and Brown, I don't know if they can. When Gurley was hurt, they kind of held their own, but I think by now Akers is going to be your running back. Tough one. Is your defense coming together now? Are your key players you just picked up? Did you lose too much with losing some of your guys? Weddle's gone, Fowler's gone. Is it going to start showing up? Your big wide receiver Cooks is gone. He was one of your. You got Cooper Kupp, but is this going to start showing up here against some of these bigger teams? I don't know. We'll see how it comes together. Injuries is going to play a big part of this game. It's some tough matches here, guys. But I think you beat you here. You may want a revenge match here. Yeah, you got Bosa chasing down Goff. I think if Goff gets rattled, you may lose this game. If he can maintain his composure, you can keep off. Some of your rookies you drafted on the offensive line. Things are protecting him. He can get some of the, Higbee the ball. He can get some of the running backs to those short passes and manage the clock. I predict a very close win here. I said this one could go either way. It's going to be within a field goal here, guys.
Like I said over there, I don't think they have enough to beat a Super Bowl team, but Rams, Jared Goff, against top 10 defenses, he's not that good at all. Example, the Bears the past 2 years they faced him, he's thrown it I think 2 interceptions each of those games, and he hasn't been good against top 10 defenses. And I think it's the same as a result, even though it's at Rams, they aren't that good to face a Super Bowl team.
New England, yeah, you still got the old head coach Belichick here, but you have a rookie quarterback. Can this rookie quarterback look at your defense and be able to withstand it? You still got Falk, you still got some, your running backs you had there with Tom Brady, the dink and dunk too. New England's defense was very, very good last year, but without Tom Brady burning the clock up and your defense coming on fresh, your defense will have to play a lot more this year. Will they be as fresh? Will they be as good when they're out there twice as much? You saw that out of the Bears defense last year. When they couldn't get off the field, they wore down by second half. New England, you may be doing the same thing if you're a quarterback. Yeah, I'm sure Belichick's going to try some different things to try to keep your team on the field, but I think right now the Rams defense is going to overwhelm New England. I give you another win at home against New England.
New England going to Rams. Last video I said that you can watch that video, but to summarize what I said then, New England got rid of all their good players, or 90% of them, and brought in rookies, got rid of their first rounders and draft picks, and got very late draft picks. So they're getting rookies from the late rounds. They got rid of all their good players. Rams did get a little slightly worse than last year, but not as much as New England. Got rid of probably top 3 quarterback. Got rid of most of their good players on defense. Their number 1 receiver, 1 or 2 years ago, he had the most drops in the league. Maybe a rookie quarterback. I'm giving this one to the Rams pretty easily.
Jets, Sam Darnold, Bell as your running back. Still, I don't know if you guys are ready for the playoffs yet. I think there's more building to do for New York Jets. I think Rams is more of a complete team at this point. Plus, at this point, you see two division rivals ahead of you. You may be looking for that winning of the division. You may be looking into the playoffs too, of a higher seed, or hopefully not just a wild card seed. But at this point in time, this is going to be your easier game out of the next three. It's going to be a must win. I think you're going to make it happen.
Jets going to Rams. Jets. They're not average, but like maybe one player away from it. Rams, they're slightly above average. They got rid of one of their average players that might be an average team. Rams, I'm giving a slight edge. Jets are definitely, in a year or so, going to be a very good team. Probably not as good as above average or elite teams this year, like New Orleans, Seattle, or 49ers. It's going to be a close game, but I still think the Rams are going to get this one easily 2 weeks in a row.
All right, I got you beating Seattle at Seattle, but now you're going to Seattle. You got the 12th man there, the loudness, the noise. Seattle, their season's on the line. The way I got you, you guys only got 3 losses on the season. You're looking playoff bound. I don't know about winning your division, but I think Seattle is going to be a must-win at home. They're going to bring everything they got at you. Being at Seattle, it's hard to win. I think Seattle's going to be ready for this one. I think they want some payback. Rams are going to be in this game the whole time, but I think Seattle, their season may be on the line. Where you're in the playoffs, their seasons might be on the line here. They're going to play with everything they got. I think they're going to edge this one out by a field goal.
At Seattle, same with Seattle going to Rams. Seattle, more complete team, more explosive offense, better defense. It's probably going to be an easier win. Probably they're going to win by 10 points this game. But I see Seattle winning this one with the Rams losing. I just don't see them beating the Seattle Seahawks this year. Not good enough.
So, in conclusion, this is probably the most division that Brett and I have had. We've always used almost the same record or 1 or 2 differences. I got you guys at 12-4. Brett's got you at 9-7. So there's this, it's a 5-game swing. That's the most division I've seen between Brett and I on a team. And I think a lot of it's to do with, you're changing your guard. You lost some players, brought some players in. How do you know that's going to work? The first half of your season, I think, with some of these teams, pretty easy wins. Second back into the season, you've got playoff caliber teams, your own division rival teams. Some of these could go either way, guys. Could be close, very close games. With injuries, with who knows what. This 12-4 could be an easy 10-6. With injuries, who knows? So, at any rate, for right now, with the way things are, 12-4, 9-7. I still like your emblem better than I do your new one, guys. I like that a lot better. But, however, so stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll do San Fran or Seattle, and I said we'll do the other team then the next day, and we'll be done with the NFC. We're halfway through all the teams. 16 down behind us, 16 to go. We'll do the AFC in about a week. We'll take a week break. I may do a fantasy show in between that week break just to go through some of my players. I think how I'm going to draft. I got a draft coming up shortly. How I draft, what I look for in draftees and running backs and wide receivers. So I may do a draft show in between AFC and NFC episodes here. So stay tuned, guys. The next episode it'll be the 49ers or Seattle. Sasquatch out.